Hey y'all, I dropped my cap. I was trying to pick it up before y'all came in. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Got it. Hey y'all, what's going on? My name is Patrice Sampson Richards. I'm a mental and emotional wellness creative, licensed professional counselor, and certified life enhancement coach. And this is From Scratch Live, which is my blog that I do whenever I feel like it. And I know it's been a while, but I do what I can. You know what I'm saying? I do what I can. I am going on a little road trip today to Orlando, which is about 2.5, maybe 3 hours away from where I live right now here in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm going to see one of my friends, Ebony, that I met in Cuba. And so Ebony is one of a group of friends that I met there that are like my lifelong sisters now. Like y'all ain't never gonna get rid of me, so you shouldn't even try. I mean, why would you want to try? You know. But anyway, so I'm going to see Ebony and spend a couple of nights with her and Cam, and I'm super excited about it. And I was just getting ready or whatever, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little live, whatever, do a little vlog because so much has been going on lately. It's crazy. It's really easy to like get wrapped up in the rigmarole of it all and like making everything happen and doing everything. So I wanted to just take this time out to just, get caught up, catched up, get catched up. I want to get catched up. I wanted to get caught up with y'all to see how y'all was doing. Hey Jess, I shall. I'll let you know. Um, Today has been kind of a chill day, even though I have a ridiculous amount of shit that needs to happen today. I'm just kind of like, I mean, it's gonna get done, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, listen, I gotta take it a little bit at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta do what I can do, and whatever I can't do, it'll have to wait until next time. Because what I really need to do is do a little mask on my face real quick because it has been weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks since I did a mask, a facial mask. I'm gonna just do a little quickie because my skin, I have been eating so horrible lately because I just been like moving so much. And so it's been like super, super like busy or whatever. So I like to use the Freeman's Purifying Avocado and Oatmeal Clay Mask because my skin is super sensitive, but it's also oily at the same time. So it's like combination skin. And this Freeman's, I like it a lot. Y'all can see that? Yeah, y'all can see that. This Freeman's avocado mask I've been using for a few years now. And I really, really like it because it gets my pores clean, but it doesn't like dry my skin out or anything like that. And there's no alcohol in it, so it doesn't make my skin raw. My skin immediately responds to alcohol. Like it don't matter if it's how little is in it. Listen, let me make sure before I start talking shit about this. I never really noticed there's propylene glycol, but glycol is not necessarily alcohol, is it? I don't know. Whatever. This don't make my skin scream and turn red. Because some of those products I've used before, it's like my skin immediately is just like, girl, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? And when is it gonna stop? So I like to use a little brush. I got this idea of using it's just a foundation brush. And I got the idea of using this foundation brush to put on a mask from So Chanel. Chanel Walker, I think is her last name. She's a makeup artist here on Facebook. And I haven't been watching her as much as I used to. I haven't been watching nobody as much as I used to, except for I have been watching what's his name, Kev on stage a whole lot more than I ever did. I'm very, very much inspired by Kev on stage in terms of like his business model and how he like is building up his brand and things like that. But anyway, I haven't been watching Social Chanel as much as I used to. But she had did a live video one time and she was putting a mask on her face and she used a brush. And I was like, girl, that makes so much sense because you really can like get it exactly where you want it, and where you need it. I like to do 2 layers, and I do my whole everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want no wrinkly nothing. No wrinkly nothing. Gotta get all of that. I don't like to put it on my lips. I really the only thing I put on my lips. I do wash my lips when I wash my face. But I don't really like to put like a lot of cleaners and stuff. I just wash my lips with residual, whatever is residual. But anyway, so yeah, what's going on with y'all? We moved in the beginning of the month, the beginning of September, last month now. Yeah, it's October, which is like insane to me that it's October already. Like I feel like I've been feeling for the last few years like time just seems like it's moving by so fast as I've grown, like become an adult or whatever, and like really getting into adulthood. It just seems like time is moving so fast. Like a year is like nothing. Like it goes by so quickly. Like I'm legit coming up on a year. November 12th will be 1 year that I have been, stationary here back at home. Like no more oh y'all. No. I got it in my hair. But I'm not tripping because it's actually not the worst thing that I could get in my hair. Sorry, y'all. But I be trying to keep my locks clean. That means I need to pull them back. Put a little knot, you know. Make it happen. So yeah, so uh yeah, it's been November 12th to be a year since I've been back stateside, like stateside full time. And I feel like it's been a pretty damn productive good year. I feel like so this is the first layer. I just give it a few minutes to dry and then I put another layer. Hey Sonia, I thought about you. Actually, I just thought about you. I want to say yesterday or day before yesterday, Sonia, I was thinking about you because I said, man, I ain't seen Sonia on my little live streams in a while. I mean, that might be because I ain't been doing the live streams like I was before. But I'm getting back into it. My office is almost done. I just need to, like, I started straightening out my desk area and stuff like that. And I have a few more pieces that I need to place. So the office is almost done. And then, listen, I got all kind of content and stuff set up for y'all. And being back home now, it's the second layer. You see how it makes a difference. And I'm still not putting, like, I'm not putting a whole lot, but I like for the mask is green, and I like for it to be a nice solid coat of green on there because my pores are Aunt Jemima large. And so I like to make sure that I put enough product to get them all clean and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's still, I'm really not putting a whole lot. Um, that's why I do it in 2 layers, and I let that first layer kind of dry a little bit so that I can, that second layer can really like stick. But anyway, yeah, I feel like it's been a pretty good year. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I have made a lot of accomplishments in terms of, y'all look at that. Y'all see that? I was looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, when did I get that? Like, when did that become like a thing? hmm I don't like it though. I mean, it is what it is, but I ain't got to like it. Um, Yeah, the last year has been pretty good. I was talking to my therapist yesterday, Miss Diane, and we were just talking about like where I am now and you know, in terms of like my personal growth, but also in terms of like the growth of my brand, the growth of my business. And it's like I am like really hard on myself a lot of times because I, I feel like I want to say I wouldn't say hard on myself, but when I really think about it, I am hard on myself a lot of times. I think I'm harder on myself than anybody ever could be, and a lot of that is because, um, I feel a huge sense of responsibility, but also like I'm just lightweight, a little bit of a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that things are not always going to work out the way that you would like for them to work out. Side note, hey Desiree. Yes, I put this on my eyebrows. And the reason why I put mask on my eyebrows is because there's skin under those eyebrows. Okay, like there is actual skin under the eyebrows, but I only put one layer on my eyebrows, and I make sure to brush them in the direction that I want my eyebrows to lay. I do this because one, I feel like it really pulls the impurities out. You know what I'm saying? Like it really makes it where like that skin up under the eyebrows are healthy. You know how sometimes you get hair bumps and stuff like that in your eyebrows. I hate those. So I try my best to like exfoliate that skin up under there to make sure that I'm not getting any hair bumps and things. But then also, and this might just be like in my head, I just clean the little brush off and then I store it in the open air so it can dry. Um, but this might be something that's just in my head, but I feel like when it dries, you see, when it dries, it's gonna dry like this. And I feel like it trains my eyebrows to lay flat. Like it trains my eyebrows to lay in the direction that I want them to lay. That might be in my head. I don't know. But I do it. I'm gonna keep it. So yeah, anyway, so I feel like where I am right now is so different than where I was a year ago. And I've made a lot of growth in my life. I made a lot of growth in my business. I made a lot of growth in my brand. But I can be really hard on myself sometimes. And, I was talking to my therapist yesterday because, like I told her, I feel like this recurring theme has been coming up for me for the last few weeks or whatever, where really for the last few months, but it's really, really, really been like setting in for the last few weeks, where this idea of like lacking discipline has really been a theme for me, and I'm noticing it in multiple areas of my life. So it's something that I think, for a few years now, I have been, my little thing is torn, but I'm not throwing this nightgown. Okay, I love it. I've been up for about 5 or 6 hours, but I'm still in my nightgown. I'm at my house. Don't judge me. Yeah, so for the last few years or so, I feel like I have been aware of the issue that I have with like self-discipline and things like that. But I feel like the last few months, like in particular the last few weeks, it has just become more and more prevalent to me that like I'm really like lacking self-discipline. And it's mostly like when it comes to things that like I want, like things that are important to me. And it's really starting to bother me. Like it's really bothering me, not starting to bother me. It is bothering me. And I want to change it. And sometimes though it's like I don't really know how to change it. I'm not really sure like what I can do to change it. And even though I know what I can do to change it, like it's one of those things where you just have to start doing something different. But even that is just not like working for me. And so I'm trying to like wrap my mind around it and trying to understand like what is the problem? Like what is the thing that I'm running up against? And so one of the things that my therapist was able to help me understand is that a lot of it, like I'm already doing, but I'm being so hard on myself, feeling like or thinking that I'm not doing it. But like I'm just not giving myself credit for doing those things. And so what happens is that because I'm not giving myself credit for doing those things, then in my head, it's like I'm not doing it. And then I start, go into that cycle of like beating myself up for not doing it, feeling bad because I'm not doing it, feeling bad for beating myself up, like all of that shit. So I don't know. When I was talking to her yesterday, it gave me a different perspective on it, and gave me an opportunity, I think, to start like really looking at it differently and like maybe really trying to do things a little differently than what I had been doing it. And like one of the big things for me was creating funnels in my business. I had reached out to this girl. I had reached out multiple times to try to get assistance. I done took the classes and everything like that. And it's like I know what needs to happen to build a funnel, but for whatever reason, well, I know the reason. I know the reason. I'm trying to get out of I'm trying to get out of talking like I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? Because some things I don't, but some things I do. And I think this is one of those things that I do know and understand more about what's happening than what I tend to let on to myself. And you know, it's not so much that I have like a fear of failure or like a fear of success. My fear is fucking it up, like I want to do it right. I want to do it well. I don't want to just do it. I want to do it well, And so there's no question in my mind about whether or not I can do it. I mean, I'm Trees. I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I can do it. But it's more so of like wanting to do it well, and this idea of like if I can't do it well, then I'm just not going to do it. It paralyzes me. So last night when I got home, I, was just kind of doing some work and stuff. I watched the Kev on Stage social distance comedy, the women's ladies night social keep your distance comedy show. That's what it's called. Keep your distance comedy show. It was really, really good. It was only like $15. So y'all need to check that out. And after that, I, took my shower and everything. I got on my laptop and I built my first funnel. And I was like, I felt really good about it. I think it's a solid funnel. It's an entry level funnel. So as I introduce myself to new people, this is like the path or the track that they're going to take. And all I could do is put it into action and see what happens. But it felt really good to like take that chance, knowing that, it might work, it might not work, but I'm gonna just have to learn from it and keep going. I don't know, it was a win for me. especially after like having had that conversation with my therapist earlier in the day or earlier in the evening, and then like just kind of taking a chance on it and making it happen. Like it felt really good. So we're gonna see what happens with that, you know. I'm gonna put it out there, and we're gonna see what happens. But I think all of that to say, like, it feels good to like be able to say, like, a year ago, I was emotionally, I was not in a place to be able to do any of that. I was not emotionally in a place to be able to, acknowledge where I am or where I was fully. I was not in a place, I felt hopeless. I felt really helpless. I felt stunted. I felt stuck. I felt lonely and sad, depressed, like I was feeling all of those things. And today, almost a year later, about 11 months later, it's like night and day. It's like night and day. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. Listen, let me tell you, the quarantine in the beginning was rough. Okay, the quarantine was definitely rough in the beginning because it took me back to like that place of isolation and stuff like that where I was when I was doing the military counseling and doing all of the traveling and always away from my friends and family and stuff like that. But I was able to work through that with my therapist, and just allow myself some self-care and things like that, utilizing my coping skills and stuff like that, because that shit works. That's why we build coping skills so that we can use them when we need them. Hello, somebody. And now, I'm in a good place. I'm in a really good place, and I feel really good about it. And like little moments like today, like this is like why one of the reasons why I wanted to come home, because my friend, she live in Texas, but she traveling, just because. And even though she's like 3 hours away from me, I can just get in my car and go see her. I wasn't able to do that before, so I was missing out on all kinds of things. So I'm excited about the direction that things are going in. And you know, I'm happy. I'm very happy actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off my face real quick. I'll be right back. I'm serious. So it never fully comes all the way off the first time. So what I like to do is I'm exfoliating. So I do the whole exfoliation thing. So I have this brush that I use. It's the electric brush from Tao. And I've been having this thing for about 2 years now, and I love it. I love it. It has a little stand that I keep plugged in, and this part goes inside of here like that, and it sits on the counter, and I just keep it, let me do that. There you go. I just keep it plugged in, and this part lights up, and then also the top part up here lights up when you put it on, but it's unplugged right now, so that's why it's not on. And all of this in here has a UV light that when you set it on there, this UV light activates and it sanitizes and dries the brush. I love this thing. So this is, again, this is by towelclean.com, and I love it. I found this on YouTube. A girl that I was watching her video on YouTube, she has hirsutism as well. I don't know if her hirsutism is from PCOS like mine is, but she she has hirsutism. So anyway, so I use the brush. This is the deep pore cleaning brush. So like this is the scrubby one. And then they have one that's for everyday cleaning. Um, and then I use the Mario Badescu skincare, the glycolic foaming cleanser. Can y'all see that? Glycolic foaming cleanser. And I just put a little bit on the brush. They say to put it in the little centerpiece, but I don't like it like that. I put it like this. And it cleans your face for 1 minute. So I just like to do that extra to get any remnants out of my pores because, like I said, my pores are huge. So I try to clean them thoroughly to keep them from clogging up. But I've been slacking lately, and this has two different modes on it. So this is the slow mode and then the fast mode. But I really hardly ever use the fast mode. That's for like deep cleaning. And I mostly just use this brush, this orange one. I don't put it on the rest of my skin. I only put it on my areas with the hirsutism and like the area, my cheeks and stuff like that. Because all of this is really extra sensitive. So I don't play with that. I just take the remnants of it and then I do the rest of my. And it might look like I'm rubbing real hard, but I'm not. I just like to get it all out, so I try to be rigorous. Look at them brows. You know, them is good brows. I'm saying, them is good brows. And I just have to believe that this stuff is like training them to do what I need them to do. You know? All right, now normally I would do one more wash, but my skin, she's telling me she don't want that today. I just feel it. She don't want it today. So I'm not gonna do that extra wash. I always clean my nose. So yeah, so that's that. I'm looking forward to going to Orlando. It's been a long time since I took a little road trip or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be nice. I've been listening to Mariah Carey new book on audio on Audible. Uh, if you haven't signed up for Audible, you can use my code. I'm gonna add it to the description box. Actually, let me see. Can I put it in the comments? No, because I'm on my phone. It's audibletrial.com/unicorns talk. And you can get your first book for free. This is the simple, sensitive skin experts, kind to skin, soothing facial toner. And it's 100% alcohol free. I just recently started using this and I really like it. I still use my rose water in my hair, and I use it on my face as well. But I started switching to this, and I like it. Simple is a good brand. I also use their face wipe because my skin is very sensitive, but it's also oily in certain areas. So I um I am very intentional about not upsetting my skin. I listen to her when she tells me enough is a damn enough. And I go from there. So yeah, so I've been listening to Mariah Carey's autobiography on Audible, and it's really good. And it's crazy because, I like Mariah Carey, but I'm not like, what they call themselves, the lambs. I'm not a lamb or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I usually have a fan here, y'all, where I could like my little diva fan, but I don't see. So I'm gonna have to just fan myself, I suppose. Um, Yeah, so it's really good. So I'm looking forward to like on drive, so I'm gonna just play that over the on the Bluetooth and just listen to her story. I was listening to it the other day when I went to the walk, and she has a very interesting story. A lot of things that I really didn't know. I think, maybe nobody really necessarily knew that she was dealing with the things that she went through and stuff like that. Um, but it's really good, and not for nothing, but she's a really good narrator. Which I'm not really actually surprised because, truth be told, Mariah Carey is a decent actress. She did a pretty good job in Precious, right? And I feel like she got overlooked, like for real, for real. But she did a decent job in Precious. Mariah Carey is a decent actress, so I think she's better than Beyonce. I just saying. But I love me some B. I am not a card carrying member of the Beehive. I am not. I do enjoy the Queen, but acting ain't her thing. But anyway, so Mariah Carey is a really good narrator. I'm gonna use the Aveeno Positively Radiant. How you do that? Is that how you do that? I feel like I'm not doing that right. Y'all see that? The Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer with the SPF 15. I use 1 squirt of that. And then I like to use 1 squirt of the organic jojoba oil and rub them together. So I'm gonna be listening to that while I'm driving, and I'm gonna stay out there for like 2 days and just enjoy myself. I still have work to do, but they're gonna while they at the park, I'll be doing some work, so that works out. But you know, it's all good. I try to rub my moisturizer in completely because I feel like when I don't, it just kind of sits on top of my skin. And I'm always very intentional about laying down these eyebrows. You got to train them. I get a lot of compliments on my eyebrows, which I appreciate. And it's just my natural brows. pay attention to them. That's all. I just pay attention to them. Not a huge fan of the baby bayangs, but I do what I can. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed. I appreciate y'all for coming and talking with me a little bit. This is rose water and Jamaican black castor oil with vitamin E. And I like to spray my scalp with that. And then I also spray my locks. I did some rope twist the other day. Is that coming loose? No, I'm tripping. I thought I saw one that was a little loose. You know what I was thinking about the other day? This for all my New Orleans people that was watching. Y'all remember several years ago when Ray Nagin, our mayor forever. I mean, although TD Cantrell doing big thing. I enjoy his her as well. But when Ray Nagin was the mayor of New Orleans and he was at the Zulu Ball one year and he got on the microphone and the girl was dancing and he said, she got a loose booty. that was a good moment. I enjoyed that moment. Well, hair done. That's about it. Yes, I brush my locks every single day. I brush my locks. All right, so I'm gonna put some clothes on. I appreciate. I'm done. that is my that is my routine. I use Tom's of Maine deodorant. I mean, in case anybody wanted to know, you know what I'm saying. And that's my routine. The only thing about the Tom's, I really like it because it doesn't have any aluminum in it or nothing like that. But you do have to use a lot of the Tom's. I do like 30 strokes. I be counting them. Yes, I be counting them because what I'm not gonna be is stank. Um, I'll put the rest on there. But that's my routine. That's it. In case anybody wanted to know. And then I wash my face again at night when I'm in the shower. And I use this stays in the shower. This is again Mario Badescu seaweed cleansing soap. Y'all can see that. There you go. I use this at night because it has the seaweed particles in there and it exfoliates. So I pretty much exfoliate twice a day, but mostly just in this area where the hirsutism like causes the most breakage. Oh, look, girl. I done missed the spot, girl. Oh, it's on my earring too. It's on my earring. Thank you so much, Sonia. I'll probably I don't know, we'll see. I might do another little live stream when I get to where I'm going. Depending on how I feel. I done lost the back to my earring. That's why I don't like them backs anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this off of my earring. Um, I bought these at Stein Mart. Look how cute they are. It's pearls with diamonds around it, and these are real diamonds. What's going on? Let's go. Let's go. No, it don't want to focus for y'all. I don't know. But they ain't big balling diamonds. They like little bitty, little small diamonds. And it was on sale for like $50. So. All right. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I might do another little live stream when I get to where I'm going. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And until next time, be well. Bye. Bye.